Let's honestly talk about it. 2025 actually promises to be one of, if not the best year for Roblox anime gaming since probably 2021. And over the past couple of years, Roblox honestly feels like a waiting simulator. It feels like in order to get the games that we are genuinely looking forward to, we've just had to wait. And it's easier said than done to just say be patient. Even in the year 2024, we were promised a load of good games. However, we only actually ended up getting a handful. But out of those handfuls, only one game actually came out that solidified itself on the Roblox platform. That game being Jujutsu Infinite. Now, whether you think Jujutsu Infinite is a good game or not, it's not really what we're here for. We're honestly here to talk about Roblox Anime 2025 and if truly this year is going to be the golden age of Roblox anime games, or is it just going to be 2024 all over again, a waiting simulator? Let's honestly get straight into this topic. Now, to be honest, we can't actually talk about anything in 2025 without paying respects to the games that came before it that actually shaped and gave the Roblox platform a new direction. Games such as Grand Peace Online and Project Slayers. Now, regardless of what your opinions on these games are, these two games honestly paved the way for a lot of different anime games and set trends and new styles that a lot of upcoming and even newer developers try to copy or replicate in some way, shape or form. I mean, it's 2025 and this game came out a couple of days ago. Does it remind you of anything? Exactly. It takes from that GPO Project Slayers formula and trying to make it into a JJK game. Regardless, this game kind of sucks. But the point is, even newer games are trying to replicate a formula that was done a very long time ago. I'm not gonna lie, it's a very outdated formula, so doing that in the 2025 games is really lazy. But that's neither here or there. And yes, older games that have come out, such as Deep Woken, did impact the Roblox community in a very good way. However, the scale of Deep Woken is too much for a lot of other developers to even try to replicate. Even if Deep Woken is now not the same game it was. But if we're being completely honest, Roblox Anime is actually in a pretty terrible spot. As much as the community has grown over these past couple of years, and as big as the Roblox anime scene has gotten on Roblox, it just feels super stagnant. You have upcoming games that don't really update their community on anything and go silent for months, if not years on end. You have other games that make everything cost money. You want to look at sneaks, it costs money. You want to look at images, it costs money. You want to look at videos, it costs money. You want to play the game, it costs money. Everything costs money. And don't get me wrong, I am actually all for developers making money for their games whilst it's still in development, because you need to fund the game. Developers do need incentives to carry on working on their games, for sure. However, a lot of these people have Patreons and things of that nature and post sneaks on it like once every month or once every other month. Bro, why am I paying for something and you barely post on there? What are we actually doing right now? It's so stupid. Then you have the developers that give a bunch of empty promises. Now, we do know that things can go wrong whilst you're developing a game. Issues happen, whether it's in real life, whether it's with the game, whether it's with other developers. We do know a lot of these developers or owners hire other developers, and a lot of these developers on the Roblox platform are just unserious or just not hard working enough. And I'm not speaking for everyone, don't get it twisted. I know some very good developers on this platform. However, I do know a lot of them are pretty whether it's shady practices, bad characters, or just straight up lazy. There are a lot of issues or background things that happen when it comes to developing games, which is why when developers actually do find other good developers, they hold on tight to them. They don't want these guys going to work on other games, because you don't find good developers every day on this platform. And even if they are talented, a lot of these guys have such a high ego to the point where they let their ego kind of overshadow their good work, and then it becomes an issue. It really does. Or they end up being 445s. Y'all know about that one. Apparently it's too popular on Roblox. It's too good to be true to find someone that's not 445 in this day and age, bro. Back to seriousness. listener. Again, this whole Roblox anime scene honestly just feels like a waiting simulator. Now, a lot of these developers are quiet, but they are working a lot in the background. For instance, not to throw anyone in the spotlight here, don't want to throw anyone in a hot seat, but for instance, the developers of Pocket Anime. Now, they have been quiet. They have been super quiet. They have been overwhelmingly quiet. They have been a little bit too quiet. A lot of it quiet. And it's actually almost been a full 1 year. It's almost been a full 365 days since the first testing phase, which is honestly quite heartbreaking. No, it's genuinely heartbreaking. It actually makes me want to cry. I just realized this yesterday. Like, we're in February of 2025 and we haven't seen anything for Pocket Anime. I digress. Now, the owner of Pocket Anime did put out a statement in August of 2024, just letting us know that we shouldn't worry too much. They are working on it. They're revamping things. And when we do get the next testing phase, we're going to get more than we were originally going to get. However, that was in August of 2024 and it's been 6 months. It's been 6 months now, I'm not gonna lie. And we still haven't heard or seen anything. Now, I understand why a lot of people are angry at this. I understand why people think Pocket Anime doesn't exist, it's a myth, like Anime Legends. And I can understand why there are actually some people saying Pocket Scam. A lot of people calling me delusional because I think the game is still gonna come out eventually. But I have heard from inside sources, not gonna specify anyone here, I have heard from inside sources that Pocket Anime is actually actively being worked on. And not only is it actively being worked on, there was a whole bunch of things that's going on, and the game has got like a revision or a revamp. There's been changes to a lot of things and additions to a lot of things, and that's why it's taking so long, because they're trying to get the game perfect. Now, in my opinion, the game was already perfect from a year ago. That's not even glaze. I'm being so serious, especially if we hold it at the standards of today's Roblox game. Like, did you see the game that came out the other day? That joint is trash. So if you're comparing something like Pocket Anime and that game, obviously Pocket Anime is very high quality. But again, I can't knock the developers for wanting to get the game completely right. And obviously it's a bit upsetting that we haven't actually heard anything from anyone or seen anything from anything. But at the end of the day, when the game eventually does come out, which it will, like 2028, it'll probably come out in like 2028 or like 2026, maybe. The point is, when the game finally does come out, it will come out in a state that we are all happy with. It will look like a beautiful game and it will play and function like one too. Now, we will be getting obviously phase testing 2, phase testing 3 before the release actually comes. So there's still a lot that needs to happen before the release. However, Pocket Anime will come. I just had to reassure you guys there. It will come eventually. We don't know when. We just need to keep our fingers crossed. And I know a lot of you guys have been grilling me saying, yo, Agz, why have you not spoke about Pocket Anime? Okay, I've spoke about Pocket Anime. You can leave me alone. Leave me alone. Stop. Leave me alone. And obviously, not even just speaking about Pocket Anime here, there's a lot of other games that I'm genuinely looking forward to that the developers just don't say anything.
Yahiba.
Huh? Did you hear that? That wasn't me. Who said that? Who said that? And games that were promised or said to come out in 2025, such as Revolveragz and Revolveragz, that honestly probably everybody in the anime community is looking forward to. 2 of the most hyped games, 2 of the most popular upcoming games, 2 of, honestly, in my opinion, no glaze, some of the most high quality games coming to the platform that should be hopefully releasing in 2025. Again, it's one of those situations where the difference between 2025 and 2024 is Revolveragz didn't go into testing at any point in 2024, and Revolveragz didn't do that either. Revolveragz isn't in testing yet either. However, we are getting the movie, and knowing Alfie, there is no way he's going to make a giant movie, a big movie showcasing the game on a larger and a broader scale for us to just not get anything this year. I just doubt that. Honestly, I doubt that. Speaking of the Revolveragz movie, in his Discord server, he did say he was working on the movie. So we should be getting that at some point this month. If we don't get the movie this month, I will allow you to punch me in the face just once, and I won't retaliate, I promise. Alfie, if you don't release the the movie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna like, because I don't want to get punched in the face, so you have to. Okay, appreciate it. And with Revolveragz, obviously we know that testing has officially started, and testing starting is a huge deal because that means the gears are in motion. And once things start going in motion, according to the Revolveragz, Wave 2 should be sooner rather than later, and Wave 2 does consist of closed community. But yeah, in terms of 2025, I do have high hopes for the community. I have high hopes for the Roblox Anime community specifically. There are a lot of games that were said to come out this year, but honestly I think we're only gonna get a handful of them. But if those handfuls consist of games such as Revolveragz and Revolveragz, I honestly think we will be okay in the long run. And as we do know, once these games actually do come out, it's gonna set the bar, the standard, just a little bit higher than it used to be. Games such as this won't exist anymore and won't get popular because there's just too much good stuff happening in other games for people to give these games, for people to give games such as this a chance to thrive. On top of that, before we end this off, in 2025, we did get official, unofficial news of Grand Peace Online 2. Now, I know a lot of you guys have given up hope in FOU, but I'm not gonna lie, I have. Yes, GPO went the wrong direction, bro. I know this better than anyone. I literally stopped making GPO videos. I know. However, FOU, as a developer, in my opinion, is definitely talented, and I do think he knows where he went wrong, or at least I think he knows. Hopefully he knows where he went wrong with the first Grand Peace Online. There is no way he makes a Grand Peace Online 2 or continuation of the game and just completely flops it. There's just no way, right? If FOU doesn't know, in an alternate universe, let's just say FOU does come out with GPO 2 and it's completely wrong, that will honestly just show everybody that FOU had no idea what he was doing in the first place. Because how the heck do you not know what went wrong with GPO? But honestly, we're just gonna have to wait and see. I'm genuinely looking forward to the first couple of sneaks whenever FOU decides to publicly showcase the next installment of Grand Peace Online. Hopefully it's not just GPO reskinned in another game. Hopefully it's completely new, it's something fresh, it's a genuine upgrade in terms of graphics, visuals, gameplay, mechanics, etc. We're gonna have to wait and see though. Let's see what FOU pulls out the hat. That's one of the games I'm super excited for. Obviously this game will not come out in 2025, but I do want to see what FOU is able to pull off here. I do have hope in FOU. Don't care what anyone says, I have hope in FOU. I want to see where this goes. I want to see where it goes. Anyways, that's it for me. I'm gonna see you guys in peace.